man, it's not a magic, it's a reality. I mean, you drive along the road, you are a journalist. Didn't you do interview with the people along the road? The Liberians are disappointed. But we thank God.
Just open the Pandora box.
What the Pandora box?
In terms of the back to power and President Waka is doing nothing. I'm seeing the level of development.
Show me one project. Show me one project that the Unity Party government has initiated.
Have you seen
what they call construction?
the MCC
What they call dedication? What they call dedication? Who initiated the MCC operation today? Who initiated it? That is citizen-led government. All the roads today that citizen. I want you to show me one project that the Unity Party-led government has initiated by themselves. If you show me that today, I resign today.
Government is continuity.
What?
Government is continuity.
Oh, you agree that government is continuity?
As a journalist, government is continuity.
So why you took us from there when we were doing better? Why you took us from there?
The Liberians.
I mean, you can lie to come to power, but you can never lie to maintain power. What happened with Sahi Road?
Also today, the people from Morovia, they have access to money.
I mean, have you traveled right here to Freetown before? Is that why you call road?
Just 2 weeks ago,
Why you going on?
so that's what I'm saying.
I mean, we are telling you that President Water. Okay, invite me on screen. The time is a water spoon to invite me.
Bringing the cutting bags, then the mulatto's son or daughter will be writing how many cutting bags came today, who brought it, all the tallying information. So that how they were learning how to read and write. So when they freed them, and they came to Liberia, they came to Sierra Leone, Shepherd Island, the mosquitoes there were killing them from malaria. The other group ran to Providence Island, and how he was apprehended and he was killed. Then they wrote the book and say, E.J. Ross, the first
guy for Life Healing Center International there in Bonats fine. The guys are there doing extremely well, and on the Mary McGrath Herbert supplement is doing extremely well. A lot of Liberians, you have testimonies to that. A lot of good things are happening and things are moving on for ourselves. In Liberia, gradually getting better. So keep, this is Liberia. It's not something being imported or taken from somewhere, but it's just Liberia. It's a herb, it's a supplement now. Duly registered government have done all of our testing and evaluation, so you can go there. Some of you suffer from low blood pressure, sexual transmitted diseases, also rheumatism, and there are a lot of other things, they getting there, and we are certainly there. So keep following. And as you follow the broadcast this morning, I want you to play and win for yourself some cash this morning. But in star 799 star 11 hatch, the option there, go and play $100 Liberian or 70 cents US. You win for yourself some cash or the fabulous prizes this morning. So keep playing this morning. Dial star 799 star 11 hatch. You won't play 2 times per 2 at 200, 3 times at 300, 5 times at 5. You win 4,000 Liberian dollars. You play for 1,000, then you won 4,000. It just tells you that you got 3,000 profit. So please continue to play or use the short code by star 799 hash option 11. Go there and play, and you will thank us later on this edition.
And don't forget, Mary McGrath is our proud sponsor, and we are proud to be associated with such a process. It's important. A supplement in Liberia, go there and get help. And get help. Some of you have been suffering from those issues for a long while. Like the ambassador said, ulcer, typhoid, rheumatism, pressure, growth, eye problem, sexually transmitted diseases, and a lot more. It's a supplement that's bona fide in Liberia. It can clean the body. It's now been satisfied with the Liberian government, and you can take this supplement to clean your entire system that help you to move on. So talk to the folks there. Some of the numbers have already been read, up to you. But you want to go to Central Monrovia, in Painesville, especially those in Marshall County, Painesville, Central Monrovia. You go there to Miss Patience. We are on 0775 499 549, 0775 499 549. You talk to Miss Patience. We are there in Central Monrovia. And if you in the Painesville belt, you also talk to Mr. Prince B. Gray Sr. on 0776 369 805. 0776 369 805 and 0888 856 776, 0888 856 776. These are the numbers. Whatever location that you find is suitable or closer to you, you can go there and the folks will talk to you. You can ask all of your questions and they will get answered to you and you'll get answered for yourself there. So it's important that you try. The Barry Maga hot tea is important. It's in Liberia and it's a quest of the Barry Maga Healing for Life to be the borders of all Liberian counties, to the hospitals, and right on your table so that you can get a supplement in the morning, in the evening. Please, when you are taking the Marimaga, you have to avoid several things: drinking, smoking, the snore or the slur. What sort of things are you extra habit you into so you get your body clean up? It's important for you. So try today and you just get help. Call the numbers and ask all of the questions. Go there and start your health journey today. Good morning. Pleasant welcome on the morning ride.
Okay, so folks, we like to say good morning again. Like we were saying earlier on, it's time that you electorates sit back, watch political parties you support. You know, you see some of the things are even exposing us today. You see our presidents who in the past and present at their residence. You don't see fire service truck there. So you come to think about yourself, the little man. Yesterday we saw other people cutting their sleep early this morning. Said they were running to the former president home on 9th Street, and the fire started in his bedroom, according to report. Where are we as a nation of people? Is it power that these people only fight for and forget about themselves? The first bunch of government also an attack. People ran there calling for fire service and other folks. Districts, we're still looking for fire trucks. And these are key things that we still turn to. Military agency, you go there, you don't see these things. Sometimes it's difficult to even see fire extinguisher. Some of you started running to go there. You toting water from your houses to go. Can you imagine that?
Hey, LIBERIA got
That kind of like.
Hey, LIBERIA got.
October 2029 is not a magic, it's a reality. When you drive along the road, you are a journalist. Getting you to interview with the people along the road. The Liberians are disappointed. But we thank God.
Just open the Pandora box.
For the Pandora box.
In terms of the back to power and of course the worker is doing nothing. I'm not enough for that. I'm seeing the level of
Show me one project. Show me one project that the Unity Party led government has initiated. What they call construction? What they call dedication? What they call dedication? Who initiated the MCC operation today? Who initiated it? Can the citizen led government? All the roads today that citizen. I want you to show me one project that the Unity Party led government has initiated by themselves. If you show me that today, I resign today.
Government is continuity.
What?
Government is continuity.
Oh, you agree that government is continuity?
As a journalist, government is continuity.
So why you took us from there when we were doing better? Why you took us from there?
The Liberian.
I mean, you can lie to come to power, but you can never lie to maintain power. What happened with Sahi Road? I mean, have you traveled right up to Freetown before? Is that why you call road? Why you going on? I mean, we are telling you that President Water. Okay, invite me on screen. The time is a water spoon to invite me.
For election, how can it be? I'm a man running against you. So there was no direct democracy. Like, we were born by that time. I know some of you were not born during that time. But I was there. I saw it to rig that election. After someone told our child,
We are this, we are that. But they win elections with the contribution of all political parties. But they make it seem like they are the single party that won. They downplayed other smaller parties that gave all of the support and whatever. And we know that in our recent political history, no one party been able to just win the election. But you will hear Unity Party when they talk about it took the chairman of the party to go to apologize to other political parties, refer to them a helping verb. And today the CDC, the NPP left them, the LPDP and other political parties that supported them. But today they are the Congress, they're no longer the coalition. But they are not telling the folks. But there are smaller other parties who've been established. Some of the members who have left the party today, the deputy speaker being alongside with the president at the United Nations General Assembly and all of these things. South Joseph is forming his own political party and other folks. And a whole lot talking. What are they doing? What, the former president is back in his country currently to see how best he can acclimate forces and wanting to construct a new party headquarters after the eviction from the old home that they've been there for over 2 decades. But now they trying, but you still see people, they are not recruiting, but people are looking for points, people are looking for problems on other people and not seeing these things. Now we come back to the first branch of government. We are lotting money, national budget for this, for that, but we still leaving out. You go to government hospitals, you don't see even fire trucks so easily packing. They say, oh yeah, city corporations. We lack. These are basics that things are we as citizens, we districts, county, and ministry agency must be able to but we don't see these things so easily. We're not having these things, but we think that politics is just about arguing with people, but we leave these things that you measure and rescue people. Yesterday was our Joseph at his home. His home was under fire. The deputy speaker. Now our former president home in the Natl Street. So what is government waiting for? What is it that our national legislators are waiting for?
And also the former chief of staff of the armed forces of
his home. When we say these things, sometimes look. Sometimes you want to politicize almost everything. It's good that the folks have said it started from the bedroom of the former president. Thank God that he's unharmed and we bless God. But it's time that we start to reason and start sensing some things and get to know some of these things.
But if I on the wall, when you see Liberia, it's to say Liberia is a massive structure with a lot of issues that don't have substantive. You will see that this is in place, and at the end of the day, you don't see any actuality. We want to talk about them. And the biggest question that comes to mind is, when these leaders, those who are the hierarchy, the hem of power, when they don't have these DJ and I accessible to them. What's about the common man? What's about the common man? What's about my that die in the community?
But sometimes,
what's about Omer Collie there?
Sometimes they come to power on the matter of these things.
That they will
these
do
are the things that they say we don't want. You know, this is very shameful. That even when there are issues, you go to counties, you see, oh, you say about National Fire Service office here, but you don't see fire truck there. The guys are there doing checkups.
Yeah.
You go to the other ministry agency. These are things that we should not be discussing. These are things that should be there. Military. The ministry agency. Even government public school, these things are, look, go to other countries, these things are just common thing. What will make anything low there, you gotta go and down on before you have these things.
Yeah. We just operating, and when you see things, you wonder.
But the strength in the people in this country is just about politics. How to lie, criticize, condemn other people, and give them order. But they leave the real issues that should be addressed. Shamefully, our national legislature, we had also an attack over there the last time. The first time, they said, well, electrical fault. They have a new fire extinguisher. You got 103 persons over there. But they're fighting for $45,000 each to buy a car. But they cannot say, let's buy one fire truck for the house of residence, one fire truck for the house of Senate. The two wins.
DJ should be active and prepared at all times.
Yes.
When in case
Go
of
to
an
the
eventuality, they move in and they can be able
man.
to protect our properties and even lives in the area there. But it's just the other way around. But sometimes you wonder about our country. How are the leaders moving? How are they catering to the country, the needs of the people? Because they bring all the flashes talks, all of the big talks, all of the documents, part of documents. At the end of the day, you see, and you listen, the former Bon County Senator Franklin Osiako has said that rehabilitation should start from the legislature on the whole issue. We should rehabilitate them first before moving to other parts of the country. So if we are going at such a level, then we are in trouble.
You know, to the extent that
we are in trouble.
The first branch of government, the folks completely order, take their feet off the pillar. To the extent that too many things happen. But they talk about oversight. If to go somewhere where they can get money is where the concern will always be. But the security of the state, you got volunteers. People fighting drugs are volunteers and they're consuming drugs.
But how will the drugs fight?
How can you? Can people volunteer when it comes to security matter? You're fighting, you compromise the safety of the state.
We joke with it.
You compromise the safety. Look.
Government should be blamed for this kind of very deadly mistake. They allowed this thing. They did it in the people.
If you ask them today to defend, they will tell you that system is everything. But ask them to change it.
Yeah.
You saw it. You said you could change it. That's why the people gave you the power to change it. Can you change it and leave the flimsy excuses?
They should be liable for this.
Because tomorrow the next government that will come will tell you all of the problems that you see today people complaining about that this government failing to address. But tomorrow you hear people telling you it's because currently this government, top official of government have turned themselves into whistleblower for themselves, praise singer for themselves. They are the ones who have turned into journalists, talk show hosts.
No, when you say that,
they're praising themselves, then people of critical mind, independent minds, to scrutinize and critique
they're forcing things on the people to accept.
They're enforcing things on people that we doing this, you turn the radio in the morning, more in the evening, more are there, hours they're not on the other side, the closing argument, class reloaded, and they all there arguing about issues. They are not leaving the independent minds and critical thinkers to critique them, to guide them in the process to get. So at the end of the day, these are some of the issues we're confronted with.
The honorable said,
And the former president,
they know how to tell their
former
own
president going to die last night in our fire. I'm going to say that Unity Party people thinking they happy now. We play politics with almost everything that will lead some critical national issue as how to look at.
Imagine at the judiciary, they are talking about this judicial audit by the new Chief Justice upon. You'll be surprised to know that the CSA went there when they 674 staff physically they interacted with them and they were able to check their records wrong. But 1,374 of them unverified. So how can we run a very serious government with volunteers? Will help us. Why? How?
How did these people?
Then when a mistake come, we start.
How did these people even get into the law? The same thing happened when the people went to verify the EPS. When they took people off, people felt that witch hunting. And because we put it inside everything. When we get into one position, we want to accommodate people who don't follow the proper channel. We just bring these people on board because they men are a party member, they men in your church, they men in your community, they men from the same tribe. The UN men can go to the same church or same mosque to pray. So you don't show him the proper way of getting employed. So when new government come and decide to just take the right protocol and say, let's verify. It's not that they witch hunting you. Let's verify and have these people properly employed.
But how can we
But when you go to it, the next thing is somebody witch hunting. This country is messed up to the core.
Liberia is one like a massive structure, Ambassador. You go to the Liberian police, you see bucket of folks that were volunteers. They say aid. You go to the LDA, you go to mine inspectors, patrolmen, mining agent. A lot of them are volunteers.
You look at key areas and make people to be volunteers. Pay themselves.
You go to the judiciary, a lot of people are volunteers. They cannot be, they are unverified. But we still running, our country, we running serious government, our president moving from here and there. The same thing they spoke of yesterday, the same thing today they are balling in. How can we run a country like this? And sometimes when you say anything, they won't get the truth. We continue to make the mistake over and over and again.
The only way for things to happen to politicize.
Look, let me tell you something. Liberia is just running as a country only they're concerned about election. Now, they lie to the people. They are bundles of liars. They are not interested in the well-being of the people. Liberia under democracy is completely different on this planet. Completely different. On a serious note. Because I see a country where after election, the next 2-3 months they're looking for the campaigning for another election. Where are the manifestos? Even you said you brought manifestos to the people and you never won. So don't you have a responsibility to them? You brought manifesto to the people as a government. You won the election. Don't you have a responsibility to them? Then we see bundles of thieves. A lot of the folks into trickery. They come to lie to the people. Where are we? Where are we? Are we really a country that we just sit and bring also a group of people up on? How are we running the country? Are we running the country being ran as per the thinking of those who are in the power? Imagine that. What we hear one day they go to the armed forces of Liberia and say, oh, but they get volunteer and there too. What we going here? So we're running the country of volunteers. We're now in crisis. In a normal time like this, where a legitimate government is functioning. All we do, why can't you employ the people, Ambassador? Why can't you employ them?
You release them. The poor, you tested them, and they were positive in as user of the harmful substances. How can we release these people? These people should stay in our
Ambassador, what the church can do when they baptize you, they see more go and preach the word. They see no more. So now the people they have been tested and they know that they know that now. These people they taking a substance. They say go and smoke more. Go and take the drugs more. But you're not in our circle again. Where are we? We really not reaching this country. Why are we having a lot of volunteers in our government? Why? Why can't we employ those people? Because we break our own system down by our hands. You go to mines, you're having volunteers without minerals. Eh? So when the men blunder on the field, who you blame? But the men are volunteers. You don't train the man. You don't get them equipment. You let him say go, so you know that you benefit for the system. He's going there. You fighting drugs with volunteer. The man come to you. You never train him. You will allow him to buy when you live for buy boost. You say, yeah, come. When he makes mistake, who do you blame? Eh? You go to the police. You bring a lot of aid. They say they are volunteers, aid. They say they run a circle helping on. When they make mistake, you don't train them. When they make, who do you blame when they make mistake? You go to the judiciary. You have all the people. When cases come, high profile cases come, and they have mistake inside. Who do you blame? You blame them because you never train them. Where are we going? Where are we going?
Essential, critical things that we expect the country to be owning, agency, they don't have it.
We don't.
But when they talk about showing muscles, talking out of the big talks, using words that the common people without understand, this is, look, that's a vibe. It's shameful to see that ministry and agency will be gutted with fire and we don't have fire service assigned there to respond immediately.
Then think about the people now.
Then come to the common people. That the people have to be killing yourself for. You see that?
Think about the people.
Last night somebody you caught you asleep or early this morning running to former President George Weah's house. Yeah.
Think about the people.
The likes of Mazda Kimia, Askawaj Bill, other people were running to the political leader house last night to see how best they can control Janga Cole. But when the family members and other folks, the Funati Kofa, former speaker, you saw your house.
Yeah.
And the list go on and on.
Just
it's time that, but the people
the former chief of staff,
you elected the former chief of staff, the NSA boss currently, Prince Johnson. You elected people to think for you and represent you and do some of these things. But you see, they think for themselves. To the extent that a critical issue, they leave it apart. But forgetting to do that, we all share common thing. Anybody can face these things.
If these things are happening to these people,
yes.
What's about the common man? You and I.
You to think about yourself now.
You and I.
You're thinking about yourself.
No wonder why you see when somebody sings shock or your horses caught by fire, ambassador, people die inside. Oh. They leave at the burn.
The only thing you see lawmaker in the district they go sympathize and they say they go bury.
No wonder why.
People who burn.
No wonder why.
You see it happening. And you're going to go live when the things happening. You're going live. You think when you have people, ministry, agency, these are measures to curtail these things. They're not bluffing things. I hope President Baga now, before you return, you start to think too that you're sending your fire truck.
President Baga need to come and shake this table. Because the day when a horse will catch fire too, because if it can happen to anybody, then who it can happen to? It can happen to common man. Let me explain this country. If we are protecting lives, we say, but this person will be protected. But if the rest of the people are vulnerable, then who can be protected? Are we selecting our protection? Eh? Let's be serious, man.
When they talk about the next election,
they're all.
You won't win.
They're all.
You won't win. When you get there, the same
they're all
exist.
The only concern about election
is just want the next election. The next election, you hear the president, we hear for 24 years, 12 years, we will stay retain power. And yet somebody say they're coming back. What are the issues of the people you're addressing? Let's face reality this morning. Very hard talk. 0775 919 919 are the numbers you can call us on to be part of the conversation. Let's talk to our caller. 0775 919 919 080 919 919. Let's talk to this caller on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, Weekie, and good morning to now as well. My name is Mikey Tima, and I join you from the most abundant district in the Republic, District 6, Masorado County. A very proud neighbor to the Vice President Jeremiah Pankun.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I always say to people, if I'm having the opportunity to become president within this country, you are my political advisor. Because all of your analysis is to reality. And I want to challenge on our friend Sakoko to resign today because I listened to him. He said his same leadership headed by His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Human Broker Senior having initiated a single project on her own. And I want to say today, let me tell you, Honorable Foko, today you should resign. If he doesn't resign, I will never take you serious. You are a liar, you are a blackmailer, you are so many.
Why you want him resign, if I may ask?
Okay, let me say this. Are you forgotten the yellow machine that entered into the country was initiated by CDC? Are you also forgotten the solar system? Yeah? Has he forgotten? And then the increasement of 7 salary was initiated by George Weah or former President Weah?
Okay, thank you. You know, the former Minister of Finance said sometimes back that the legislature today, that 10-year agreement is signed. So even if whoever comes after election, that person will say enjoy 4 years. And he said even maybe former President Weah, when he comes back, he will take himself because he will honor everything that is signed is 10 years. Something. Yeah. They wait for a particular period of time before they come back to tell the people. Yeah. One man can go and bring 15, 20 buses. How you go to negotiate and bring? So you won't tell me that government cannot sit down and say, let's look in the national budget and procure. Let's get some money in the budget to buy trucks for fire service in all of the 15 counties. Lawmakers, let's look at districts. Let's look at the district and say, yeah, set a corporation, let's put money in there for them. Fire trucks and other things. Let's talk to other callers this morning. You're live.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Thank you. My name is Amita Kunis and I call you from my replacement. I listened to this now representative talking about project concerning the president. You and Munafian time, 2 years. Your 3 years, I only make it 5 years. You have stayed in the house. You guys told me project and you overstay in our district. This very man, because you the want to be happy example in your district before you come on radio to even talk. Because if I were here, I would never ever open my mouth to talk about project. So that is just fact. 2029, we standing for your work and working the work. We will put them on serious people out of our place. Because they are majority.
Yeah, why I said putting like a 3 year attention, 2029. You don't, are you living today? Ah, okay.
And you so now you hear that whole the government, you see one representative or senator, this government is not doing anything.
Yeah.
This government,
forget like by the government.
Yeah, the government not doing anything. The government, but you sitting in a position to make decisions for people. You representing people. I don't know. Is it because of the advantage they take on the people that they don't understand the function of these people, so that's why they say some of these things? You're live.
Good morning, Weekie, Brother Natl.
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Here, me, just ask you, one to the about this out here. You know, Weekie, and now you're speaking, sitting, thinking about black ourselves and we the young people. You guys just put it right now. These are people that think that they love us. We are giving them opportunity to serve us, like they provide for enshrining our laws. But you will never hear it say that improve the fire service, not improve the National Disaster Management Agency, not improve the sectors, because these are natural disasters that occur at any time for anybody. Right? For the day, the whole speaker, Pastor Bird, in 2 weeks' time, they started being in the house. My brother, I gave up. Why all opposition bring a riot? The reason happened to the head. Why had they done? To improve, to increase budget, to allow for disaster management team. To say fire service will need to increase. But all we hear right here, You now love them, you now want president. They person our president. But the common goods of all of us, Liberia, that we should unite in common unity to improve this country. We are nothing about it. But you know what, brother? We are all right people that saw that the gentleman of the decision is problem. That's why the number of people that went over there. It was just all the right for the other one of us, brother. Now they want to say, oh, the party this and that. Now it is. Now the politicians talk. That they can play on the minds because they've got a better ignorance of any in the country. You don't think we're improving the country? Don't say, oh, let me build what I think to improve, get out of our differences. But pretend to be like other people. Now what you see happening? That because of the wicked, you were here. When Lord God going to study the news and go, they won't pay with the broadcast. They don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Going to study 10% we here. But today, all of them I see what's going on. But they forgot to know that that world is going to be improved. You see where we are? Now it is wicked. That is it. But we can't give up. We'll continue discussing together.
Thank you. 0775 919 919 080919 are the numbers you can call us on to be part of the conversation. You're live.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
You see, and now, the problem is not easy. It's no, they actually started from my anytime. The first thing that mansion got on fire, we were looking. The capital building got on fire, we were looking. Now, it comes to the head.
And we saw how children got burned at that Muslim orphanage home, right?
Yeah.
We say, I don't know why we see these things happening, but they wouldn't want to see it as a national concern. When
and repeated process that you foresee fire incidents, people got burned.
Yeah.
The other day again, we had gas incident, people building factory, and this one, we don't see them with ambulances.
Yeah.
We don't see them.
Oxygen tank that blasted.
They get gas, oxygen factory. Look, you saw what happened?
You see? We still looking at nothing happening. It doesn't say nothing happening in the country. Now the former president got on fire. Everybody running there. So the one that got on fire first, nobody show consent. Because they said former president.
Yeah.
You see? You see everyone was in the country.
But when their houses are on fire, you think somebody in CDC, let's face reality, your house on fire, you think Joe will ever go there?
No.
Bro, let's face reality. Because of that all day thing, look, that's the reason why I don't have taste for politics. I don't have it. Because if anything I will do for you, you can do it for me, then we're off. We're off.
Let me see into important.
Yeah. My house will be on fire. If the person I can go to my house. Then they say, oh yeah, your house on fire, then I'm moving to my house to go to your house. Trust me, he will die in our house. I'm not going there. I'm being clear with it. Good morning. You're welcome.
So there is a control from this whole maker. So we are not small, we don't want to say, thank God for doing the life. We want to get now. Let's see why.
But this is where now we should take serious concern. We are seeing some of our officials homes have gotten with fire. They let unharmed, things happen. But they are saying in government, why are they not putting things in the place to see that we know some of these things will be man-made disaster, electrical for all things, but we must be prepared for the weather for the stormy time.
First of all, we are not happy of we take whatever for the life of the former president that never been to him.
But there should be a national call.
But even as the former president, a second by one fire truck, because the money, a own money can buy one fire truck. Why are they waiting for? Where are they waiting for? Are they one call the government say government, the other government for the one?
No, but it shows that the people are not concerned. Only when it happens, I don't know.
And the help agency, you will see on the radio that the one kill the former president, you hear it.
Thank God they themselves said the fire started in a bedroom, so maybe I want to carry the thing what they put there.
What was doing?
Thank God they said that from a bedroom it started.
It was smoking or what?
Even this one to my brother,
Yeah.
Okay, Kim, take you for life.
No, yeah.
What do happen there? That mosquito call. Good morning, Mrs. Collie.
Well, if he has a trap.
In the clay. Okay.
I'm not hiding for. He hiding for all the way for him. Birthday, man. But I can't go call the man there harming, but I want his living body to be returned.
To the topic, my children, here we all are on different. I want to send people in the Dakasi. Because Dakasi market, Patasi market, sell better part Dakasi market. And as I follow Europe, I want to send people who the bridge where they get pay, for which they raising in some whole day. But I want to let the Syrians know this morning that the crime that the president committed by killing the auditors, when he escaped it, when he win the case, then he will come at 2029. But I will get on Joseph Boga back, President Boga back, that next year by the grace of God, I'm going to go for a trial. Just thank you.
You're welcome. Thank God for life.
You know, this is not a joking.
We have to be serious in this country.
I mean, government in the past and present, we have overlooked most of these things. You know,
the mistake is just repeating itself.
It should be a national concern when it happens to somebody from the high up. Good morning.
Good morning to the two royal ambassadors. Good morning to you and to those radio men. I've come from Israel and one of the graduates or you see, Weekie and Natl, you are serving, and we also add to your voices. This is why in the year when people are so desperate for power, you know, we need to be questioning them because they come with corrupt man, and get a system more corrupt. They don't care, but you know, what drew my attention is that I heard from Ambassador Van that we run the country on voluntary. Yeah. We don't get that when we are into position, we bring people, they look at the probational period. That will almost take your life. Your whole life on probational period. And we say we running a country, we say we are sincere. Why will we come into power and without a sincere man and we expect our country to fall ahead? See the number of years people have existed in power. And see the dividend, get before I got them. One of my men was there, I have reached the time now to work for government. I need to be bringing 4 bottles of beer every day. So what dividend you bring on to the table? Can you imagine? Well, something must be done on it. Thank you.
Thank you as well for being part of the conversation. Let's talk to all the callers this morning. Your life.
Thank you all, Weekie and Natl. I appreciate you guys this morning. This is Bobby Abu Miska. I do enjoy the conversation for this specific. I speak about it. Weekie, you know, these things happen normally in the country, and these are things that Liberia and living because it happened to former Representative Ford's daughter, and his daughter was sick with GFA.
Yeah. But they heard that people were dying at GFA because short of medication, no beds and other things. And they took, but it was not a priority, but because the kids, they themselves were being flown out of the country when they sick. But unfortunately, Adolf Ford could not because at the time, he ran there and his daughter died right in his arms. At the end of the day, they got to know the problem there. We saw her, Namwe Slot died there. That's when, you know, the people are so deceitful.
So that's the time these guys don't know that the system is very terrible in this country. But when they reach to read that the common people, they take yes. Because they're quite aware that they are big people, anything happens to them, that courtesy, that respect will be given to them. So they don't care. So it's time for we the masses to generate employment, set your proper era, so these guys, then some politicians get that kind of respect and regard for all. But if you continue as a Liberian to tell ourselves to politicians, we will always be used as a tool. And that's how they continue to use with the young people. So it's time for young people to stay firm and see how just to conscientize the politicians, put their feet to fire, so these guys can do the right thing. It should be given to only the former president. It shouldn't be given to a former leader. It should be given to all of paying tax. These maybe they're not paying tax. They are not paying more tax.
But even somebody who ran to the former president home yesterday, Jeff Boy and asked them, they even got fire extinguisher at their homes. They don't have it there. But the other politics, they know, they don't have to condemn, criticize other people, but they in government, but they're there.
So
fake set of group of people in this country called as politicians.
The other one, like, if you run it behind them, bring it behind them, say, buka.
Yeah, they're evil.
The poor wicked.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good night.
You're welcome.
Calling from the telephone community of God. First of all, I appreciate you. I appreciate the people, the topic on the discussion. You know me, and you always told this thing, and to say, our current be president is called Weekie, and the both of you, and when I get any other radio station to listen to, I will listen to that radio station. Because you people, everything you can say, there is a prophecy, your prophets, or you're from directly to go to Liberia to be advisor to this country. I tell you, the same platform yesterday, only when the fire catch on Massachusetts house, the same thing yesterday. The people who are looking, they say that again, after selling that again, fire catch only the the former speaker house, the people who are looking. Today again, the same thing, people who are looking now to the Bulgarian about the former president house. The Nazi, Natl, say anything, Mr. Fat. They say they were again for President Bagaka. If you not ever do something in the area again, you will see another one. This thing.
Thank God he asked him to run. So he'll just lead there. Just go to the fire. Nothing you have to sugarcoat. What kind of business is this?
The last time people rode was a horse that got a fighting, they said a pregnant woman left in the fire and got burned. The children. The last time a young family got in the fire, they all burned.
These are the things that so now we talk. There are some people who want to talk. You know, people need to listen to people in the people that are get.
These are priorities in all countries. Why would they sit down and look at the politics? Somebody will say, oh, the president or the president. You got people who represent you directly. You not directly. Them. You just jump straight to the presidency. Thank you. Let's talk to other callers on the line this morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, you're welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm just staying back to body mention, but if you good morning to this morning. And again, now I need to thank you both of you for your service to the nation. And let almost all the callers continue to say the same. The exception of one. We are all trying to be nationalists now as a mentor before march of this country. Our leaders should now know the common good, welfare of the Liberian people. It is not just when something happens to someone from half of them.
They become national issue. No. But when it's soft side, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Yeah, from our disappointment is in the or who just lose every person. We are killed two auditors. We should have stopped up. Because of some platform, you cannot lose them, just speak it out. And what she did. It's so sad for her. She's a mom. How about you?
Okay. Here is here's the point. And we keep missing these things. We are allotting money for this, for that. You go, imagine you go to the National Disaster Management Agency.
And you're not missing structure of God.
You will not see ambulances that say, oh yeah, some disaster feeling taking place, they can hurry get there. You go to the fire service now, they can tell you the number of trucks actively working, like immovable and working condition. You won't hear, but you will hear that the other county, how can you assign people in a county and say, oh, that the National Fire Service headquarters here for the other county, but the going here, we borrow They have to put water inside the
They just go
there. You go there, but you paying them.
They just paying Lulu. You playing checker, but you paying them.
You paying the poor at the end of the month.
Only them go there, sign in. They're not phone, Weekie. That country will run it.
To fight drugs, you look at volunteers, say they must help to fight it.
Yeah. Just buy your black clothes, get your boots, and put your Nina. Go by the man smoking the joy, you don't care. You got the man at the tester.
Good morning. Yes, you worker.
Today, our country is on to zero. We Liberians should sit and think what is going on. Today, in our country, nothing is working because we the Liberians, some of us, we are desperately wicked because we are not ready for development in our country. Today, I just listened to a lady who spoke on the radio discussing that President Weah, he is the one that is responsible of killing the auditor and she don't have proof. If we Liberians will need for our country to move forward, we need to sit to see how best we can construct ourselves. And we forget about the hypocrisy, we forget about the criticism and focus on our country for our countries to move forward. We don't need to think any ignorant.
Okay, let's go to the conversation. Speak to the conversation.
Let's talk to this caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm the Weekie fire call from Wataro community for defense. Now, it is too surprising to all the kind of in our country. After I was a fire break, the frequency died in the fire at rehab, Japan. And then all by the president own room, bedroom, way down there. I caught there. We did. When you are president, there is 10 condemn what you first if somebody who did it, I condemn it. When you serve as president, what way you do that?
Yo, the president, the former president bedroom, fighting staff from. When I say that,
and you were broke down, and we paid for $2 million. So tell me, am I asking a question?
Reportedly, 2 million.
Yes. We need to be asking, but I'm very focusing on it. People who died last night are the fire at rehab Japan. May they are so rest in peace. And I also say, sorry to the former president for what happened to them.
Thank you. Thank you for always being part of the conversation. Good morning. Yeah, the worker.
My name is Daniel.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, my problem is, I wonder whether the president is listening to the radio. When I listen to what the somebody said, the president does not listen to the radio. If that is happening, then I don't think the president is doing well for himself. Although high truth, people can be saying on the radio, the president will be in power, the president will do the right thing if he listens to the people concerned.
Our leaders in this country, most likely or most of the time, are always surrounded by fake and bad people. Nothing to sugarcoat.
Exactly.
And a lot of them listen to gossip.
They listen, and they place our leader to listen to gossip, and that's why they live on. That's why when they fall from grace, before they start telling you, we used to say they won't, but I'm making listen. Today we hear all of the dividend secrets of former president George Weah. We heard the secret about former president Ellen Johnson saying she let gossip, she let food, she let it one, she let it one. Look at our old man say the money food baby.
Weekie, this is one of my major concerns in this country. For some of those high food, you people discussing the radio. For Kula Kufana to say the president does not listen to radio is very, very terrible for Indian president to ignore the radio. That is ignoring the call and the recommendation of those elected good things everywhere because they know what is happening in your various districts.
Probably based on the time the TV she was speaking, that's what she said. But I know that the president listens to radio. The president ever since long radio where you can put a long antenna on it, he can listen to radio. So nobody will say that. And I've seen sack the president and listen to radio. Please, nobody must say that thing.
Thank you
No, he can listen to radio. Yeah, no matter say that. That one said maybe she needed to say it just to quiet him down, but the president listening to radio. The point here is this. Our leaders are always surrounded by people who are not sincere.
Yeah.
People who are not patriotic. People who are not nationalistic when it comes to our country. You know, and they feel by being around the leaders and telling them things. Sometimes the leaders will ask some of the hard questions. Look, we always been afraid to lose something. The more greater thing to lose are your left. You know that you will die. Then one more to tell the truth will be a problem for you now. My colleague here is back of five. It's not because we only radio, but in back of Christopher here on annual Sunday, you normally call. You call, he said, I mean, what the people say, I don't sugarcoat it, I can just give it to him raw, the same way that I had the program. Where, because sometimes we get attacked in public of him.
Yeah.
People say, oh, you hold your sit on your talk with other people, your bossman this, your bossman that. So normally I tell them, if you man enough, go to the man and confront him. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not passing around defending him. If you got issue, you got proof, bring it. So when we say this sometimes to have conversation, when I say, no, the person say, you this, you that, you that. I don't lie to him. And that's just me. I will not change it. But most of you around people, because you assign with other minister, you don't have to be rude. You can respectfully disagree. Somebody profile idea say, no, chief, we can do it this way, let's do it that way. And that's why Liberia today, we have failed to reach where we are today. Because people felt that the only mean is to just go to worship people. You don't tell people the real truth. You're putting money in a budget every day looking for the place. But Liberia, we're still talking about military agencies don't have fire trucks. A sign. Ambulances. Do you know that we should have all of these things? The president should have fire truck to a house. Ambulance to a house. The speaker, deputy speaker, chief justice, protect. Military agencies, you have fire trucks, you have ambulances. We don't, but you will see them talking about how they want 45,000 to buy a car. 45,000, yes, they buy an ambulance. And we pay people. Even government schools should have these things.
Yeah? Schools.
What kind of shameful thing we're doing here, sir?
Even when our children go to the various schools, they get injured. They are ill. First aid, they are there.
And you said that only strength we get for politics.
To jump on the street.
To jump on the street, say that will burn
to put ourselves in harm's way. Where are these people?
People building universities, they say they got to university, but you can't see them with ambulance. You don't see them with fire trucks. But you hear them say this one is the best, this one is that. You're disgracing this country, you still got education. Embarrassing Liberia.
It's very sad.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. I'm already starting from here, the area there. Thank you, God, for the discussion, but sometimes too, I would like to blame the generally allows you because in a developed country around Africa, generally play a major role when it comes to development and stressing out issues concerning the country. For example, since I've been in Liberia, in other countries they will have something that they IEA debate, where every leader who wants to be a president in the country, you go for a debate, you tell the people what's your plan and how you plan to achieve those things you want to do for the citizen. But we are in a country that any government can come to power, they don't go for debate, they don't tell you, they almost like seeking a job without going for carrying a CV or presenting, going for
Let me ask you one question.
I don't see why you blame the journalists.
Let me, I still trying to fathom what you really want to say because it's so sad that you have not been following issues in Liberia because you don't drag people to debate. Debates are coming. Debates are on a regular basis in this country. John Cody got issues where they invite people. During the presidency, our international partners normally sponsor debate for candidates to tell, even in districts, organizing. Even the past election, there were a lot of other journalists in districts and counties organized debate. But to come back and just make a blanket statement or probably doing a research and say you want to blame the journalist is a sad thing.
But I don't see where you blame the journalist.
Because it's a serious mistake for you. I will not let you go free this morning because that thing what you just said, you have not done a proper research and you have not been able to critically think and look. We discuss the issue and we say these are some of the critical issues we've been saying anything for years. Then you come back and tell all this. So sad.
So if you say that, well said. Okay.
Thank you. Go and see.
But you just can't blame the journalists. I don't see why you blame them.
Problem that we have. That one we don't solve problem. And I don't care if you ever blame or you blame.
Where you think journalists can be in this thing when journalists in some way have been marginalized? Have you not heard this before?
No, they ain't know that. When the
they won't listen to all the journalists or they only listen to specific journalists. Yeah.
You can see how going to demonstrate.
Yeah.
You don't even advocate.
The people only care what certain persons they won't listen to. But they don't hear the truth.
Good morning.
So when you saying the morning, hurting some of them.
Good morning, Joseph Smith calling from Pinsville.
Go ahead, man.
You say in other countries you can't do LIBERIA now. What the idea you have brought to this country? You say in other countries you come back.
You get listen to radio because debate can happen and some president can run away from debate. That's what we know.
But they can drag people to debate.
The first thing there is the topic. It is just laughable. In a sense, LIBERIA just become LIBERIA. When poor people host their wine. And even people die, you will not hear it. It will not go all hard. But when the people that get money or eat a representative, senator, or the other people, so we are the lay people now, we're not even being all in the country. Can you imagine doing Ebola? They say Ebola coming. They all go to be pray. For when their daughter die in an event of their faith. They keep on hiding. So I want a very treatment in this country. So we that can vote for them, we're not even being no more. Amen. I'm getting tired and sick. Thank you.
Let's talk to this caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Thinking about Sunday this morning, but one of the things I really down my mind this morning, anytime when I call, when I say 1 minute, I say 1 minute, but sometimes when I call and see them, I want to.
You see what you're doing now? The thing where you want to say you leaving it and talking, so when the time comes when your 1 minute thing or your 30-second thing when we call you other, you say the president call you out. The thing you get to talk, you talking about sending down when you call. Who know that you can call every time?
I get all call, but sometimes you on me on and thing, and so I get the answer myself, hey, I get this thing, the crazy or what. And human being gave a freedom for all the call and to be honest with you. I'm calling them up to you and I didn't get 1 minute, but then I want to the first of all read, they pass me off. It's not necessary. I'm always listening to them online and on radio.
Hello?
Yeah.
And now why you call for?
Go ahead, make your point.
No, he ain't got no point. Didn't make a point.
Make your point.
And now why you call for, right?
I got point.
Thank you. You just manage your ignorance and you tell all the you call to make a point, you leave it and start saying something different.
Thank you.
Who can decide who won't give you 5 minutes, 10 minutes? Go ahead, please.
Hello. My name is Moses Clever, and I joined this conversation number 6. I run it here to the community. How people say that we are all wearing can be a news.
Nobody said it's not news. Please make the point. We talk about when these things happen to these people because these people are high up. That's when we know it becomes a national concern. But we're talking about on the overall ministry, agency, community, district to have these things in the place. We know these things will happen, but let's have these things in the place. Presidency, president, past president, current president, they don't have these things. That's why we're talking. Then you say, like, it's a news. Former president, we have a newsmaker. What people say your own.
So the issue,
LIBERIA.
containing issues on that one, Weekie. The big different President Weir was born in the
Former President Weir.
Former President Weir.
Why are we failing to realize this thing? Look, let me correct some things today. Let's be honest to ourselves. You are not being truthful to the former president. And the former president needs to come out to correct these things. I think he might be upset with it and have overwhelmed him. The former president needs to correct you people. You know fully well that this man is not the president of Liberia. But you still call him president. We are president. We are president. We are. This country do not have two presidents. When you call him former president, we are ambassador. We are. What will it do to you? You know today he's not the man who makes an appointment. He's not the person who's steering the affairs of this country. You still call him former. You still call him president. We are president. We are. And you expect us to keep correcting you. What do you tell your kids? You traveling today on 8 hours, just test for you to go to the brother, ask who's the president of our brother. You know you dare not sit.
Is the president? We are.
You dare not sit. You will not sit if on the person who interviewed you to say, President, we are. And the American say, you don't know who the leader of, you fail. But you people will sit and still do these things. And Ambassador George Manuel, we are. You need to correct your people. Some of them show that they put Ascara Gray. He said, the men are the president and the real president. We listen to Jangako, a legal person, that the real president, Alvin we said that. You see? And that's where you keep causing the problem. Some of the kids who have never been to school before, you making them to believe that this man is the president. This man is not the president of Liberia. That president we are going to the UN, when they call war leader to go address, that president we are going to the UN. Just simple thing. We have to stop this kind of thing. That president we are to former president we are at the United Nations to address the UN on behalf of Liberia. When you say former president we are, the man say he coming back on it now. You should be thinking about mobilizing him, selling him. You are still making a man. You are making. I don't know why he too being able to just subscribe and submit himself to that, and he knows he's not the president of this country. And you think you're real? That's why Liberia politics they're fake. You said that there's somebody lying to you that he's the president and want to believe it. Good morning.
Good morning, Weekie.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. You said the point, you said all the point out on our minds on that tomorrow, so you make the day. You need to be informed. Last time I was reading a profile about your president, former president, we are told. Our profile was telling the president of Liberia. And he said tomorrow, just as he's saying, because we can't do the clarity. So all of people collect it. That's the point. I don't want to be the leader this morning. You see, if I wanted the fear of the Lord is in your wisdom. And when I saw a less financial president material building in store. Hundred standing there and nobody occupied. I wasn't granted them. Because Marshall standing there and nobody can occupy. When we are praying openly.
Oh, he's opening up the line. Let's talk to other callers. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Mr. Sayo. I just want to say this morning. The reason is that you guys are in studio there, you are not fair to some of us with the color. The reason there are some people who got on your platform, who spoke, and you gave them time. If that 1 minute, you give them that 1 minute. But some of us will try to speak.
What kind of
Ishmael.
Yeah.
Let me say something. Sorry if you think any way of such. It's not intentional. But you know, sometimes when people decide to the way they want to critique or and say some things about, we don't cut them or we want to give it the time. But if you think that way, sorry, we don't do it intentionally. At times, that's what we say.
We don't need to be afraid of some things. Everybody under the law is equal. If you provide a law that will impact the citizenry,
whether irrespective of your position, you still get the full weight of it, whether positive or negative. Yes, fire getting into some people's office today, government officials, they are now far better than other citizens that their house caught a fire and now they are homeless. You see, but if it is government officials, you see people rushing there, to cut off the flames that we witnessed during the former president Georgia last night. People rushing there, and you cannot even remember some of them. But if it was just a common man, they will allow that fire to burn down, and then you become homeless, you start looking for, and there will be no way for you to start from. This is why some people are displayed today. So those in position, they know that some of those ministries and the government agencies, there should be fire truck. There should be fire truck. How long it will take you to secure something in the budget that will bring more trust in this country, that anytime there is an outbreak of fire, they will be quick response. They don't do it. So the common people, they are feeling it. You see, they are the direct negative beneficiary of it. You see, so it's very saddening. And what I want to tell you is, and I'll tell your phone, your platform is, it is true and correct that when you bring a story, people have to follow that story. If somebody trying to deviate from the story, that will cut the person off for what our mother.
No, that's not right. No, you see, these are some of the issues. When we give you the time to say, and you see, it will all be reported over the period of time. That's why we normally, when you speak, we say allegedly. It was being alleged, even up to this time, that people say alleging that it was the regime or former President Georgia, when they say auditor died, that they were the one who killed them and all of this. So these are, they have not been able to show any evidence. These are allegations. Even currently, some of the things are happening today. You hear people say that President Burger bringing the drugs in the country. What's the fact? But these are allegations. But we try to correct it and we use the right word in between. So Liberians, we just need to understand and get some of these things right. Let's talk to our callers. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so the issue of fire service. The fire service always are interested to see it. We need to use that and then our poor brother, I can't get poor brother, away by poor brother.
That the government gave them?
Huh?
That the 400 government gave them?
No, the 400 gave them. When Georgia said they were there, that 400 I the same is like I said, I'm not in prison.
So a horse on fire that one can carry? Yeah. Yeah.
They can put water in the jeep. Why do they put water in?
They use the water pump.
Okay, thank you. Let's talk to other callers. Good morning.
Good morning to my two great ambassadors.
Pastor Moses Sion.
Thank you for the exclusive recognition. I'm calling you from my residence this morning about Seva community. You know, I've been listening to everyone that want to attack our people. Please, I always say this to people, right? This is not the only radio station that we have. The reason many of you, whether opposition or in position, you're always running to the radio station is because they don't pay their elbow. They are always there to see the truth. And they are always there to make sure to push LIBERIA agenda. There are other radio stations, they don't do that. And let me use this opportunity to say in our common way, never mind to our former president, what happened, already happened. And the ambassadors are saying if those things will happen to the Commonwealth,
this should be a wake up. It's a wake up call to all of us now. People who are in government, they say, look, If this thing is happening to us who are well to do, what more about the common people? Let's see now we start putting things into place that we don't have a repeat of these things. Because even somebody reading around the world, we know that these things are happening, but what they say, but the former president or the president, you want to tell me you don't have an assigned ambulance or fire service truck at his resident or resident? It's shameful.
Very good. So even the former president, right? It is time to get around the current government, put ideas together. It is not no longer about our polity or about political party. How can we do this in order to bring life to the people of this country? Because what it happened to me, it happened to the former speaker, then it is alarming. Then the Comoros have been victimized a lot of time. So it is time we put our political career aside. Let us work hands in hands. Let us forget what somebody called me president. I'm not the president today. I'm the former president. Let me put it in your face. The same way you were able to tell people, I don't think it was necessary for people to gather here. But for me, I saw that as a show because I know you posted it on your social media. According to you, it was something that you already blew that alarm that, oh, I'm coming this time. So I want you to gather. So let us put our political on one side.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much.
You know, let me frank. You say that you listen to my people say, I far concerned, I'm a president, I'm a president. Sometimes you correct some of these things. Me, I don't understand, no. I said as president before, I'm not the president now, but we need to make sure that things must be done, but I'm not the president. You say keep the feet of the current government feet at the fire. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Weekie. Good morning to team into this morning. There is something different right now for Ghana this morning. Weekie, I don't know why we let people try to give power to ourselves. When you give power to yourself, the reason to that is because you don't speak. Why would you be calling a former president? And you say that you don't do anything. The third one is you guys have said this they fire it's too much. And then I hope that the authority are listening. What they did not about one person. You go have to talk about this people. That's why I have a long time. Come here to come up. We got 5 people there. What do you do there? Nothing. You guys take it as salary for nothing. Right? But like all more than major hospitals, they think.
Yeah, the volunteer in a FD, I think they're not sending the fire service because they ain't got the way to do that.
Yeah. They go be helping. But they're taking pay for nothing.
What they don't even let you say. And you go help all the helping government. Because they don't have the idea. When they don't get the idea, what they don't even let it. There are other folks here on the group that actually stand down for what you're doing for them. They don't want to play any other radio. They don't play them. I mean, they're radio. Well, they're happy about. The same one is the International Commission. It's not working. People are stuck campaigning say the past election. And they are saying now they're saying nothing to anybody. Political party ain't trying to pay the money for money campaign.
Okay, we talk to yes, darling, tomorrow we'll talk to look at tomorrow. We hope that we'll talk about that tomorrow. But folks, this is it, and this is Liberia, you know. Let us stop. They tell us say we wait for something to happen to somebody who high or in position before we address some critical national issue. Let's address the thing from the bottom. Good morning.
Good morning, Weekie.
Good morning. Today.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. So, Weekie, we did not bring for them, I said, I always pray for you because when you go home, my brother, young man and young. So the first 7, your whole day, get a culture on your shoulder. That will call money you. Because listen, we the voter, we are the cause. You know how many days boy horses here put in
Yeah.
We got the horses and that when they think about the speaker, former speaker, they get receive millions of dollars. Even former president, we are not money we can right now. Look, for me, I pray God for you. I pray for good health in your life. I pray for good health. I pray for peace. Because not easy. We the cause, we the Liberians. When you look around the country, people want to press down. They always want to say, they didn't get nothing, even one for your thing. They didn't get it. But our minister,
our government officials, they got we have the opportunity that we put in power, we get the job. They didn't produce one amount for themselves, even a lot. But today, everybody's running. I'm saying I'm happy, but God just show all this reason that we should be careful how we treat our people that put in power. They come to us. Even our rescue nation, look at them, look at money. Look at them. Oh, what's it in? We're not going to put the country on anybody. You see, President Bola doing well, we're talking. And the one let you for the one that they real serious for, we don't let you go to the place and sit down there, what they represent you. We need to replace anybody. It's us.
Okay, thank you as well. You know, you see in other countries, in Bangladesh, like the former president or the current president, they are certain people in certain position, but this time around the former president, they should resign.
Logan Town.
Yes.
See what's happening there?
Fire, yeah.
Go back. But sure.
You say you chief of always salary, man, you the protocol, you the eat. Those are things that you will learn to always make sure that these things are in. You know,
no, but this need a special investigation, a tough one. What really happened? What caused the fire? That fire came in the president's bedroom. What happened? And according to the party, the chairman has seen that it caused a very huge damage there. What caused the fire? Because all the time the men enter the play, where the Hotline having electricity, that today he has just come, then the incident occurred. What happened? Is it that they wanted to for the men to go inside a room, be laying there sleeping, then something happened, and then put on people? Is that the case? You know, some of these things bring a lot of thinking to the minds of people. This is the reason I want to put measures in place. But Liberia as a country has always been a country that cannot solve anything. The last time there was a fire in the Longington market there, very huge fire. It took the residents of that place to fight to cut the fire off. And every time there's a fire in Barcelona, it will take you very long time before the fire service truck arrives. And we see nowadays, there are so many cases. Families women in the house, they get burned. Children, pregnant women. Amen. So when will we solve this issue? And the reason we are discussing this on a more serious note is that when these things are happening to our leaders, especially those ones that are among the first families of this country, and they are mostly protected by the resources of taxpayers in this country, if these things are happening to them, what's about the commoders?
Okay, let me say something to all of our followers, people who personally love me. Yeah, man, I always follow you. You made my day, and then next Tuesday is my birthday, and after that, Ambassador Va celebrates his birthday on the 2nd of October. We will not come to the door to beg you, but we just let you to understand. After our birthdays, we evaluate. We will make you people to understand we're not here for crazy friendship. When you ain't crazy, that time you call up. So, okay, and let me try to go over the channel this morning and talk to Henson Dega, a Liberian student studying in China. Henson, good morning. From Liberia. I don't know what the time then in. Yeah, you in Beijing or Wuhan?
I'm actually in the Hunan province, and the province is in the southwestern part of China, that is bordering Myanmar, Laos, and Thailand.
Okay, Henson, it's good to have you. You are a student there on government scholarship. Tell us exactly what are you studying?
Well, I'm student of project management at the University of Finance and Economics.
And since your time in China, since your time in China and looking back, go ahead. You hear me?
Sure, I'm hearing you.
Okay, since your time in China and looking back in Liberia, the situation that we still been confronted with a lot of problems. You own government scholarship. Most of the time, we know that people pay these people your own government scholarship, taxpayer money, supporting you people there. Now, we are caught up with a lot of issues, drugs, security, and all of these things. What's your own recommendation back home? What are you sending back home? What are the issues? What can you recommend the government with some of the issues to see how provinces and other places you are being handled, addressing some of the key issues with the low courts or national issues, and looking back to Liberia? How can we help to reduce some of the problems? Because we notice that we send you people here come back, the problems still exist.
Thank you so much, Weekie. Yeah, thank you so much, Weekie. And so among the many issues in Liberia, as a professional young man benefiting from government scholarship, studying abroad, I think that it is part of our own responsibility to give back to society in whatever way we can. So as per the many issues unfolding in Liberia, my attention has actually been drawn to the issue of drugs, the fight against drugs. And I want to begin by appreciating the people of Liberia, the citizens that took to the street with the issue of the Say No to Drug campaign, and I think that is laudable. And the Liberian government, through the gun security, the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, the police, for doing what they are. But I think there is another approach that I thought to recommend the national government. I do think this can be sustainable from the perspective of project management as a student in such field of study. Because I see that during the issue of the Say No to Drug campaign, community dwellers took to rural communities, breaking down ghettos, those 8 out. Yes, those initiatives are laudable. But the question is, are they sustainable to break down the payouts for those victims of drugs? Where are they going? Where do you have to keep them? What are some of the initiatives or plans that government has in place to ensure that these people are rehabilitated? So we think those are just quick impact initiatives, or perhaps out of anger from the citizens. But the citizens will not continue to go after those guys in the community. And that is not something that you will continue to do. Even what I've witnessed from this 17, from one of the commanders there, one is a Kuma. Yeah, all of those things that they are doing, they are not involved with. A sustainable approach from the project management perspective is what I thought to recommend to national government. And so the action of the citizens, all by itself is a call to government that the issue of drug is actually a project, is not just an ordinary project, but a national project that will go for 5 years, 10 years. And it is an initiation. Because a project, the first thing is, it should be a cause or an opportunity. And the citizens of Nigeria identify the issue of drug to be a cause. Therefore, it is the responsibility of the government, the citizens, and every one of us Nigerians to come together to see how best we find a sustainable approach. And how can this approach be? When we talk to use the project management life cycle. Because in project management, there are 4 life cycles. The project must be initiated, it must be planned, it must be executed, and during the execution phase of the project, we have the monitoring and control mechanism, and then we have the closure. So from the sustainable approach on the initiation phase, what are some things we have to do? All right? Because the issue of drug, consider it to be a health crisis and a development issue as well. It is a health crisis because it affects the young people. So when these young people are being transformed, of course it becomes a development issue because they become useful to society. So what do? We have to bring all stakeholders together, and they are considered as stakeholders. The government ministries like the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Justice, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, Gender, community leaders, NGOs, unit groups, youth representatives, religious leaders, and the international partners. All of these people come to government and initiate this process through the Ministry of Youth and Sports to say, because of this situation that we are faced with, and it is being considered as a national emergency, we have developed this proposal to see how best we solicit support from international partners, and as well as companies in Liberia. We have those companies that are, extracting our resources. You have Fire King, you have Weekie, you have Amsterdam Charge, all of those companies. Government can write them. They are also, it is part of their social corporate responsibility to the country. We cannot sit and allow our young people to die. What becomes of the future of Liberia in the next 10 years? So these are issues that we have to be able to tackle. And when these stakeholders come together, of course, yes, we are now finding a sustainable approach, because we'll be able to define exactly what we want, what are the objectives for what we tend to initiate as a country or as a nation. Thereafter, we come to the planning stage or the planning phase, right? So before you build a house, you must have the blueprint of the house. So in project management, we have what we call you plan the work and work the plan. So when the plan shall have been initiated, it is now left with government or those responsible to implement the plan. And the implementation of the plan should go with effectiveness and efficiency, so that we be able to achieve, right? So in planning, we have to develop the national action plan that has to do with the failure, the prevention, the treatment, and the reintegration. We have a data system, because you have to get these young people from the streets, from the ghetto, take them to a particular place, and not put it in Montserrat, because the issue of drugs is in all of the countries.
Nancy, yeah, I thought to ask you also, in where you are and your time there, let's look at how do the Chinese government or the city where you are, how the city government in the province or other provinces or other cities, how do they approach this fight in fighting drugs? What are some of the mechanisms that you think applicable to our society that you could recommend to government? How are they fighting it?
In the first place, the issue in China, issue of drugs, is out of dialogue. Since I've been in China for the past time I've been here, I've not heard of a drug case or to see young people in China involved with drugs or like other social activities to that extent. I can say this to my leader. China is one of the safest countries in the world. The issue of criminality, it is very, it's at a low pace. It was just, within one night, I was not feeling well. When I come in, instead of my head still at night, she said, you have to go to the hospital tonight. Our hospitals are open 24/6, 24 hours around the clock. Immediately, she assigned someone with me to take me to the hospital because of the language barrier. We went up there, and out of my checkup and everything, the doctor told me you can go and walk around, come back by 2 o'clock a.m. so that we get a result and then continue with our treatment. And I was discharged by 5 a.m. We walked around in the streets. People move around day and night. Like the way we have normal activities in the day, that's how it is in the night. So what I think that the recommend the government from the end of time, right, is the issue of law. The Chinese law is almost like the law in Russia. That no one cannot be trusted for anybody, for any reason, or anybody, whether you are big or you are small. And once you go against the law, whether you are going to the web of corruption, there are penalties, and you go up the kind of whether you are or not, you must bow by it. You must say bow by it. So the law in China, it is the law that protects the country. Therefore, the citizens are aware that if you commit this crime or if you are caught in this act, these are the penalties. No matter what, no matter who you are, no matter the status of your family in China, you must bear penalties. So the law does not respect status in China. No, the law does not respect status. Whether you are big, small, whether you are, you are a minister or you are the head of a province, once you go against the laws of China, you bear the penalty of the law. So for me, that's what I have observed. And if I were to recommend that the government, the issue of the laws of our country, to be very strict. It should not be twisted where someone is a minister in government or someone is a representative in government. Let the law be the law. Because even the foreigners that are coming to our country, once they get to know that the law cannot be bent, no matter who you are, obviously, you put them into check. But when the citizens or the foreigners enter the country and they get to know that the laws are weak, once you are connected, some are higher up, obviously they feel free to do whatever they want to do, because in the event that even the ordinary security person I want to go to confront them, they just take a phone call and call the big person, and that is done. So with that, the issue of governance, is a problem. Because laws can be passed at any given point in time because of weekends involvement. So for my recommendation from China, for my observation, the laws of China, it is very strong. Even we as students, when the instructor sends a message
No matter who you are, I mean, you see students, they are equal because you have a working community with what they study. Whatever, I mean, that is caused by yourself, you bear your own responsibility. So if the people citizens, they cannot pay the citizen or give the citizen, pardon the citizen, it is still a foreigner, it is not possible.
Okay, Henson, and just before we leave you, how is it like Liberian students who are there studying in China or where you are? Is government actually living up to some of the commitment? You people, you're stopping, housing, accommodation, or whatever being taken care of?
Everything is actually on course in China because, so to speak, from the general perspective, yes, it is true I'm a government student, and our accommodation and everything you think about, it is, conducive. We are actually on course whatever as a student. So we have no reason for we not to pay attention to our lessons because the issue of internet facility we have it. We have a very conducive learning environment. Like my university, it's almost like a community because we have our physical stadium, we have like 3 to 4 supermarkets on the campus, we have different parks on the campus, we have the museum, so recreational and activities are up on the campus. So you have no reason to even want to leave the university campus to go out, except that you want to go perhaps in the market or you want to go outside of the university campus. But our campus is almost like a community. So everything is on course, and students generally in China, because we have different scholarships, students, some are self-supported students, some students are on direct university scholarships, some are open scholarships. But the Liberian community generally in China, we are doing pretty well because we communicate with one another on a daily basis in a chat rooms, and so whatever situation the Liberian is confronted with, automatically we have to work in. And as a matter of fact, for the government scholarship students in China, I happen to be the Secretary General. So obviously, I am aware of the day-to-day activities of the students directly on the bilateral scholarship.
So who are some of those Liberians alongside with you there?
Well, at my university for now...
How many Liberians do we have there?
At this university, we have 6 Liberians. Last year...
and what is the name of the university?
The University of Finance and Economics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Henson, it's good to have you join. I'm proud of you because, I saw you through the journey.
No, of course, you are one of those who actually mentored me, so I'm actually appreciative of the fact that you were able to give me the opportunity to share my own perspective with our national government and the people of Liberia this morning. I'm so much grateful for the opportunity that put in.
Thank you. Have yourself a blessed day while in China. Okay, that's the voice of Henson Decker there, and we needed to have him on the line. You see, this is what we do. So I thought to put it on the spot. If I go far, we can't consider there have people selling and can't recommend to national government. So if they are recommending to national government, let know why our government is not taking the recommendations.
Yeah.
Because you will hear the person say they study international development, they are still not developed. And they go to places that are well developed. What marketing, what recommendations, all of these things.
They go on government expense.
Yeah, but you can report to the people that taxpayer, So folks, let me say something to you guys. I want to appeal to a lot of you this morning. You're not paying $5. That's not money you can pay to do it. You're not paying a dime. I've seen this young man and his wife over the years struggling, but again able to make the meaningful contribution to the Southeast with some clinics that they've been struggling. Now, today, they managed to be in, they call it the Denver Medical Laboratory and Clinic. They've been selected among the top 5 finalists in the Momo Heroes of Change Award competition. So they asking that they be voted upon. There are other folks. This is Liberia own business. This is not money making thing yet. Go there. You say you love Nathaniel, you love Weekie, bro, you vote for the people. They will even do more. So the voting code is just simple. You're not paying $5. You dial star 415 star 1008 star 2 star 1 hash. That's the number to vote. Simple. Star 415 star 1008 star 2 star 1 hash. Go there and vote for the people. Let the people really think that Liberian here. And this is my brother. I'm trying to make sure that at least they're into the last 5. They're in competition with other folks. And you know, before we conclude this morning, I want to talk about this thing. About love. Most of the time we hear, and most of the people who support political party, you don't even know how many persons representing you people. After the 2023 election, even though President Weah was not re-elected, but the CDC in the 73 seats, and at the lower house, they got 25. Is that small number?
Very huge.
And they still sit and say, Unity Party, Unity Party. So what is there for now? Because that Unity Party got 11.
They got a voice at the level of the
Unity
house.
Party got 11. They got 25. Liberty Party got 6. NDR got 4. PUP got 2. ALP got 1. Linux got 1. The People Transformation Party got 1. NPC got 1. RP got 1. NGC got 1. Independent candidates 19. So if the 19 cannot, even if the CDC can, they will have 25. But independent candidates that you expect to represent the people that they can stand, they got what? They got 19. So what is the issue that they cannot address some of the critical issue and make government check and balances to say, look, you can't do this. We are in it. We did not come on party line, but we represent the interests of the people. Because whether somebody voted for you or not, while the person for the other party, that independent minds, you want to represent them. You want to represent Liberian people. But we still see problems after problem after problems. We still hear there lashing and putting forth at government, but they are there to make decisions. So why are they there? And yet they say government failing. One man will tell you say the government corrupt, but he getting the money. But he can't say I will report the money. It will take few courts. If you look at how Liberia is looking right now, you will notice that Bomi County got 3 seats in the House of Representatives. You got 3. Bomi got 3 districts. Bakodu got 3. Bon County got 7. Bakodu got 3. Grand Pastor got 5. Grand Cape Mount got 3. Grand Jide got 3. Grand Crew got 2. Lofa got 5. Magibi got 5. Maryland 3. Mosuaro 17. Nima 9. River G 3. River Cess 2. Sano 3. But what are these people doing with their representation? Let's talk to our colors. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
David Smith again, calling from Kingston. Yeah?
Go ahead.
Hello? Oh, okay. What I really want to say that is the people that are representing of that problem, and now I don't know what to really say. When you got about 17 or 15 from the CDC, and the list is I think now 8 for the Unity Party. What are people talking about?
Welcome.
And good morning, Brother Natl. Thank you for the second segment of our show. But you see, Brother Weekie is really, really, really serious. It is only for us to be heard that we are in power. It is only for us to be seen in power. But the people, they see no impact. The district you are from, the country you are from, no impact. It is only for your personal satisfaction. And we say we want this country to push ahead. We are the very people that go up there and see all the good things there. But we can't vote on one thing like here. And you say you represent people. Oversight, representative, oversight, representative. And, you know, and you will see that people think swing. I can feel messages. You know, this thing we are away by them. You know, yeah. And again, we got that repetition. We got repetition of all attackers. The moment somebody speaks English, whether we understand or not, we clap our hands. But at the end of the day, we are the one calling from underdeveloped district.
Okay, thank you. Let's take this caller, most likely to be our final caller on this edition. Good morning.
Yeah, pleasant good morning.
You're welcome.
And let me say good morning to I phone from District 4, and this is the voice of Akwe Ebu Senior. Thanks for the privilege, Weekie. Weekie, with much not to be said, I want to say a very big thank you to you for having my brother in the media landscape on the line, Hanson Decker. It was a good thing hearing from him this morning. But Weekie, before I drop the line, maybe this may not be a part of your talking point, but Weekie, I have noticed this issue of imports. We as Liberians, we are reneging on the measures that we need to take. You know, sometimes in Liberia, when things start, that's the time we take it to be so serious. But when it goes at a certain level, we start to renege on those things that we need to
Yeah, that's why we got the jingle we play every time on this platform now. It's here. I was just about to play it before your call came in. Thank you this morning. It's a very good one. Welcoming as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you as well. Folks, that's how we draw the curtains on the edition of the morning, right? As Ambassador Christopher Nathaniel celebrates his birthday today, we say happy birthday and many birthdays to come. Ambassador, all of God's chosen blessed that we want to bestow upon your life this morning. And say happy birthday to my dad, also who celebrates his birthday on today.
Yeah,
I'm going to be celebrating on the 30th.
30th of September. And
you October 2nd.
October 2nd, and my beautiful wife celebrates on the 5th of October.
Yeah, and my loving baby also celebrate in October as well. Salome, I'd like to wish all of you, Mrs. Zizi, bien, in Tinkersville and the rest of the folk blessing. And let's have a good day. But I'll leave you with this song.
Let me say happy birthday, Ambassador. Happy birthday to Mr. Tipla Gray Sherman of Bernard Farm. Mr. Gabriel Sherman, say happy birthday to you. Good morning and welcome.
October 2029 is not a magic, it's a reality. I mean, you drive along the road, you are a journalist. Didn't you do interview with the people along the road? The Liberians are disappointed, but we thank God.
Just open the Pandora box.
What the Pandora box?
In terms of back to power and President Waka is doing nothing. I'm not enough for that. I'm seeing the level of development.
Show me one project. Show me one project that the Unity Party government has initiated.
Have you seen
what they call construction?
The MCC
what they call dedication? What they call dedication? Who initiated the MCC operation? Who initiated it? That is citizen-led government. All the roads today that citizen. I want you to show me one project that the Unity Party-led government has initiated by themselves. If you show me that today, I resign today.
Government is continuity.
What?
Government is continuity.
Oh, you agree that government is continuity?
As a journalist, government is continuity.
So why you took us from there when we were doing better? Why you took us from there?
The Liberians.
I mean, you can lie to come to power, but you can never lie to maintain power. What happened with Sahiro?
Also, today, the people from Morovia have access to money.